Oh, hello. Sorry, I was just reading one of my favorite books, but I can save that for later. Gosh, how embarrassing. I thought I was alone. Well, I guess you're here to learn a little bit about me. So I'll start off. My name is Sam Johnson. I'm from Newton, North Carolina, which is near the mountain area of North Carolina. I graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with a degree in electronic communications, which is basically broadcast journalism, and I minored in my real passion, which is archaeology. Now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a little look at some of my artifacts that I have upstairs and tell you a little bit more about me. So, let's go. So this is my library study nook area. And this is somewhere that I consider very special. I don't allow a lot of people to come up here, so consider yourselves privileged. Alright, so let me show you a little bit of my archaeological artifacts. Since we're running a little short on time, I'll show you some of the more interesting pieces that I have. Now this piece right here is from ancient Egypt, my favorite ancient civilization, and it is an Egyptian shabti. Now these little statues were buried with the dead, and the ancient Egyptians believed that they would come to life in the next world and serve as servants for the deceased, to do whatever chores, whatever they needed done. So, kind of neat. Another artifact that I have are these two ancient Roman rings. If you'll look closely, they're both very different, but very similar. They're both from the 2nd to 3rd century AD, and these rings were worn usually by senators, by wealthy people, or even by people of the lower class. Now this one has a very simple diamond-shaped design, a crosshatch pattern, whereas this one right here is a little more complex. It actually shows a deity or a godlike figure. What's interesting about this ring to me is that it serves as a symbol of someone's faith. In that way, it's very similar to modern Christians of today, who you'll see wearing a cross as a reminder of their faith. So ancient Romans, wherever they were, if they were walking through the agora, if they were in the marketplace, whatever they were doing, they could look down at their hand any time during the day and be reminded of what's important to them. So it's kind of bridging that gap between religious people of today and religious people almost 2,000 years ago. So it's really interesting to see those connections. Now, the last artifact that I will show you, I probably hold the most dear. And it's not very impressive. In fact, it's just a little shard of pottery, blue and gold painted pottery. But this piece of pottery is actually from Jamestown, Virginia, and it's something I found. That's what makes it important to me. When I was maybe about 8 years old, I went on a vacation with my family. I was climbing through the bricks, and I saw this peeping up at me from in between. And I thought, did I just find something? And I remember that excitement I got when I first saw it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm Indiana Jones. I looked in the museum shop after that. I looked in different books and realized it was part of a much larger pot. Now I probably should have given this back to the state of Virginia, but I like it and I'm keeping it. So, sorry. But anyway, I love this piece because it reminds me of when I was little, when I had that passion. I was so excited, and it's my first find. So, let me take you out to my backyard and show you where my obsession of archaeology literally started. So, come on, let's go. This is my backyard, and this is really the spot where my love of archaeology first began. I used to come out here when I was 4, 5, 6 years old and just dig. I would look for whatever I could find, whether that be an old tube of toothpaste or some rusty old farm equipment. Of course, my mom made sure I was safe and not getting in trouble, but to me, it was like pulling up King Tut's mask out of the ground. It was so exciting and so magical, and that excitement and magic has followed me all of my life. I went to university and majored in broadcast journalism and minored in archaeology so that I could bring two different passions together and hopefully one day work for the History Channel, the Discovery Channel, just have that dream job. And this is my dream job. When I saw the ad on Craigslist for this, I thought, oh my God, it's perfect. So I really, really would appreciate your consideration. I've traveled throughout Europe. I've done the whole backpacking experience and seen about 14 different countries, staying in hostels, having a lot of different adventures. I want to see a lot more places. I want my life to feel like a vacation. A lot of people live for their vacations. I want my job to feel like a vacation. I want to see the places I want to see, and I want to share it with your viewers. So it really just sounds perfect. And I've worked on archaeological excavations in Morganton, North Carolina, Native American sites with a little bit of Spanish influence. So I found a lot of different Native American artifacts, and it's still just really exciting to me. So please, please consider me. I really appreciate your time. I want to thank you for listening to me ramble on for about 5 or so minutes and take you around my house. But so thank you very much, and please consider me. All right, bye-bye.